Hi, my name is Kendall Ross. Many of you might be familiar with the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is this giant swirling mass of plastic that's out in the ocean. It's about half the size of the United States. All of this garbage is made out of mostly plastic, which is the topic of my discussion today. So I'm here to discuss single-use plastics, what they are, and why a ban on them might make sense. So single-use plastics are essentially those plastic items that you use every day and then you dispose of. We're talking about stuff like bags, bottles, food packaging, straws, stuff like that. All these plastics are used in great quantities. In the United States, the average American uses almost 300 plastic bags every year, as well as about 150 bottles per person. Out of all this stuff, the recycle rate is absolutely terrible. Only 1% of the plastic bags are being disposed of properly, and only about 23% of plastic bottles are being recycled. That means that a lot of this waste is being released into the environment, where it causes contamination and pollution. Some of the countries around the world have started looking at this problem and have taken steps to address this. One country that has done a great job is France. So in 2015, France introduced a ban on plastic bags, and they also introduced a tiered ban on other plastics. So they gave a little bit of a heads up to some of the industries that plastics were going to be banned. And starting in 2021, there's going to be a complete ban on not only the plastic bags, but also bottles, plastic cutlery, and plastic food packaging. All of this is an effort to reduce plastic waste. And early signs have been that this has been extremely effective at reducing all this plastic pollution. Other countries, like African countries, have similar bans, and fines for anyone caught using plastic bags range anywhere in the range of hundreds of dollars to even thousands of dollars. And this has all but eliminated the use of plastics. In the United States, we don't have bans because it's often prohibited by law, but we do, in many areas, have additional fees and taxes assessed to plastic items. Places like California have a 10 cent per bag fee, which has dramatically reduced the use of plastic, and it stands to reason that a complete ban on plastic would be a much more effective step. Other places like Hawaii have bans on straws through the use of a $100 tax on straws, which has provided an effective ban and has been very effective at reducing plastic waste. One of the reasons that we need to look at this at a national level is because it's easier for businesses to adapt to a whole national ban than it is for them to adapt to single places that may represent just a small market share. Kind of to conclude things, if we look at the problem, we can see that it's an enormous problem. Our dependence on plastics is growing each year, and due to the poor recycling, there has been an absolutely devastating effect on the environment that we need to address immediately. We have seen that foreign bans are very effective, and we have seen the small-scale steps, such as taxes in some of these states, within the United States, be very effective as well. Because of this, it stands to reason that a ban in the United States is the best way to eliminate our use of single-use plastics, which is going to protect the environment and hopefully keep it clean for future generations to use. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope that you understand now the reason that we need to ban single-use plastics in the United States.